Hello and welcome to my channel Poundkeyz. I am Curnette and today we are coloring a bunch of cat drawings. Actually, this video is mostly going to be focusing on short form content that I'm prepping for my other social media platforms, but I figured since everything is content, I will go ahead and do a process video for YouTube. First off, I would like to apologize for my absence of videos for the last, I think, 2 weeks. A couple of things happened, being sick, getting a bug, ending up in the hospital. It's been a rough January, so yeah, now that I'm back, I'm just like, okay, well, I gotta get myself in gear, and I am starting off by announcing that I do have a kitten campaign on my TikTok channel, and it's mostly because I want to actually adopt or foster a cat, hopefully this year, in the second half of the year. So I'm just like, okay, well, I feel as though bringing a cat into my life is more likely to happen if I perform some sort of action. So I'm just like, maybe if I draw cats, a cat will somehow be feasible in my existence. Mind you, my space is pretty small, but I feel like I can somehow make it work, or in the near future, I'll be able to afford my own place that's bigger and I could have a separate space for the cat. The only reason why I'm like thinking I would want a bigger space for a cat is just because I work with a lot of art supplies and some of them aren't safe around animals. So I'm just like, okay, I want to kind of like, for example, resin. There's no way I would feel comfortable using any resin whatsoever or certain glazes around a cat. Maybe it's one thing if I'm using watercolors because it's just like it's water based, but yeah, you kind of understand. If you've worked with these materials, you understand what I'm trying to say. But basically this project, I'm gonna try introducing one project at a time to each social media platform because I already have YouTube shorts running on a daily basis here on YouTube. And then I'm just like, well, if I already have this set up, I need to start working on my other platforms. But I don't want to overwhelm myself by doing all of them at once because I know myself, like every time when I do them or try to get all of them scheduled all at once, I get overwhelmed and I disappear. So after seeing the progress YouTube's shorts has been having since December until now, I kind of want to get other platforms up and running or kickstarting. And even though it's going to be like different projects and I know it's going to look like a lot on my plate, I figured if I get them organized one at a time, I'll be okay. Especially since I'm not focusing on any markets or any selling online for the time being, just because I want to make sure I'm present before I do anything else. Because honestly, for the longest time, with all my social media platforms, my main issue is I haven't been present. I feel as though for 2023, I did a lot more to go out into my community and just socialize, and I did my best not to stress out about whatever financial situation I was in, even though I wasn't in the greatest one. However, for this year, I'm just like, okay, well, I need to do outreach no matter what's happening online. And the only way to do that is to have like activities, show off stuff. And honestly, these drawings aren't to the best of my skills and abilities. Like, I feel like I can do better, but the reality is I need low stake artwork, and I need to not hyper focus on making everything perfect and just having fun. So drawing cats is fun. I'll just doodle these guys. At some point, I'll do more challenging pieces of artwork when my library has more videos on the back end. So that way I can spend longer periods of time working on a single video. But for the time being, I'm doing my best to pump out as much artwork. I'm trying to pump out multiple pieces of art in a single video. Reality is, like, one doodle could probably take me half an hour to color and draw, but filming it and editing it will probably take me like 2-3 minutes for somebody to actually watch it. I don't exactly have the ideal business model. It's just been years of me flip-flopping and trying to post and see what happens, but nothing ends up happening. And yeah, like, business and marketing has never been my strength. So I decided to just do what I've done in high school as a tactic, make friends by drawing, and that's all I can do. I mean, I like cats. If you like cats, maybe you'll like these drawings. But yeah, I'm just trying to be real with myself and work with whatever skills that I have. And honestly, even though I did go to art school, I have never used my degree to the fullest of its potential. And I'm just like, well, I should just try doing it here, even though I wish I did learn business and marketing while I was in school, but they didn't teach us that. So like I said, it's just me trial and error, and maybe this cat thing is a mistake, or maybe it's a brilliant idea. I won't know until like my quarter annually review happens. And technically the annual review, sorry, I cannot English very well. It's just me making resolutions for every quarter of the year. And there is a cockroach. Yeah, I had to draw one. Anyways, not a cockroach in my place, just a cockroach on this paper. But anyways, I have decided that this year, instead of making one resolution or a bunch of resolutions at the beginning of the year and then be like, I have to stick to it, only to be disappointed, I'm just gonna do like a resolutions that need to be revised or reviewed every 3 months. Hopefully by March, I will see how this cat distribution system project goes. Yes, I did name it. Since I'm drawing random kittens, I'm just like, or random cats or whatever, I'm calling it the cat distribution system as well. But yeah, I'll see how it goes in 3 months on TikTok, even though I did get a rough start for this thing, because like I mentioned, January has been rough, so the project did have a rocky start. We will see at the end of March how it turned out. I'm sorry, my big head keeps entering the frame. These glasses, they are not glassing very well. Like, I can not see out of them very well. I think I need to change my prescription. It's weird. But anyways, I am doing my best with whatever materials I have. And I think I need to replace my paint markers as well. Speaking of paint markers, I have been side-eyeing some sets of paint markers real hard. I don't know, like, I'll tell you what they are once they arrive, but they've been popping off on my FYP, and I'm just like, I need those markers. But it's just me having art envy, and I need to get over myself. A couple of things I also want to experiment with as videos for this year is making artwork related to things that I like. For example, while I was sick, I really liked playing Pokemon. And during the Christmas holidays, I played quite a bit of Pokemon. So I'm just like, hey, I realized I haven't made any Pokemon art videos as of late. Like, I'm pretty sure it was like 5 years ago, maybe even longer than that, probably even 8 years ago, where I made Pokemon charm videos for like a couple of weeks and then I stopped for whatever reason. So I'm just like, maybe Pokemon art. I literally just started a video on it just because I played that much, and I also completed my Pokédex, so that's another reason why I wanted to do Pokemon art. But yeah, there's a lot of fandoms that I enjoy watching, like anime, North American cartoons, Ghibli, that I want to do as like videos, but I haven't done any. So I'm just like, why don't I just do some stuff around that? There's also live action shows where I've enjoyed that I'm like, okay, I've never done any fan art or fan work from those shows. Also, I'm like, there's a bunch of stuff that I don't know how to draw very well. Like, for example, I'm terrible at drawing horses. Well, I think I'm terrible at drawing horses. Terrible at drawing cars. So I'm just like, why don't I just do a series of things that I'm not good at drawing at, but wanting to improve on? Because just doing a pretty picture, it's nice, or doing cute drawings is nice, but sometimes you need to draw some ugly ones too. And I know a lot of people, they just feel shy about showing bad drawings, but honestly, like, not showing the artwork that I don't feel confident about has always led to me hiding it under the bed, and then no content goes out at all because I feel that bad about the content. I want to get to a state of mind where I will automatically and shamelessly draw. That's where I want to be mentally with my artwork. Like, there's always room for improvement as an artist, but I don't want to have to deal with the stress and the pressure and the anxiety of making artwork when it shouldn't be there. Like, I should just produce and enjoy. And these cat drawings, this is me just making a bunch of drawings and not having to worry about anything. If I want to do something else with them, I'll do it later. But for now, I want to love and enjoy the process. So yeah, low-key, I'm mostly like want to get to that place of feeling happy for the time being. Now that I'm done all my cats, I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Please pound the subscribe button if you want to see me next week. And take care, everybody. Follow me on TikTok for more artwork.